Welcome to the Proactive Woman Podcast. I'm your co-host, Fran Marie, and welcome to the show. You know you can like and subscribe and also share on your favorite platform. YouTube, you know the deal. So today's going to be jam-packed with information that you need to get a pen or maybe just play this over and over because it helps with the algorithm. Our fabulous Joyce Palmer, CEO and founder of JP Financial Group, is joining us real soon as she gets everything together over there because we're going to have the summer series. The summer series is here. The summer series is here. Joyce Palmer, CEO and the fabulous founder of JP Financial Group. Good morning.
Hi, Fran Marie. How are you?
I am good. I am excited. I have never been to the summer series, and we're going to explain what that means.
Yes, it is by far my favorite part of the year. The school's in for the summer series. We've been running this series now for, about 8 years. Yeah.
Wow.
And our clients love it. It's hot, it's sizzling, but it's also jam-packed with great information.
Okay, because you have had women come back over the years because they just can't get enough good information. I mean, you give out good information, but they want that energy. There's something about the way you talk about money because pink is the new color of money.
Yes, it is.
So these women are coming back because, laws change.
Yep. And so the summer series actually, think back when you were a little person and you had to go to summer school. So full disclosure, full confession, I had to go to summer school at least once or twice because I didn't make my grade. Right? So some of us go to summer school because we have to play catch up. And it's the same thing at JP Financial Group Summer Series. Some ladies will come, and gentlemen as well, because they want to play catch up. They want to understand better how something works, like Social Security or long-term care. So they come to the Summer Series to catch up. Then there's others. You always know there are those students that are just like teacher's pet. They're so smart. So they come to the summer series because they want to get an edge. They want to get ahead. They want to stay savvy. So I would say the summer series is a mix of those people who really, truly feel like they need to play catch up. They want to get a handle of what they need to do for their retirement. And then those others in the summer series are coming because they want to stay ahead. And they know that right now the climate, things are changing. There's so much going on in the financial world. They want to stay on top of it. So the summer series is for both.
And we don't have to spend hours and hours and hours in the summer series. They're 1 hour long.
That's it. 1 power hour.
1 power hour, and the topics are, as the kids say, they're off the chain. They really are. These topics are topics that you'll want to share with a friend or a frenemy, whomever, because you do a good deed, it comes back to you no matter what, right? So
that's right.
In June, let's talk about June dates.
So June dates are June the 25th. And that's a Wednesday afternoon. It's like a lunch and learn. So we provide the lunch. You just come with the brain power to learn. And then we come right back on that Saturday, June the 28th at 10 a.m. And again, we'll have coffee to keep you awake, brain food, and that's an hour class. So June kicks it off. It's June the 25th and then June the 28th. And our topic for June is fix, because you have to fix your retirement, fund. You have to know how to fund it. Where does the money come from? And then future-proof it, because the whole idea is to stay in retirement. So you want to future-proof your retirement plan.
Is that why folks go back to work after they retire?
Yeah, absolutely. Planning is essential. It's key. It's the fundamental reason why we have what we call a written comprehensive retirement plan. So when our clients leave the planning process, they know with surety that they're going to have a successful retirement, because planning is the key.
Right. And so we're not talking, well, it's nice to know in your 20s what to do in your 50s, but we're looking for women and men, those are our allies too, women in their 50s.
Right. 50, 60 and up. I call it the red zone. I should change that to pink. No, sorry. The red zone. It's if you are 10 years or less of your target retirement date. So those are the individuals that will get the most out of it. Not to say that if you're younger or older, you cannot come. But for those that are 10 years or less of their retirement date, or they've just recently retired, and they want to make sure they stay retired. So the topics are going to center around those that are pre-planning for retirement or just recently retired.
Got it. Because it's something about retirement that I don't know if we go kicking and screaming, not wanting to do it because we were a little bit behind. This is a chance for you to get ahead. Absolutely. And in July, guess what? We're doing more classes in July. Check this out. Why women can't afford to ignore long-term care. We think, oh, I'm invincible. I'm not going to be like those people.
Yep.
But
July, it gets hot. It gets hot in July. This is one of my favorite classes. I get really passionate about it. Long-term care and why women need to focus on planning for long-term care. Women are the number one caregivers. The stats tell us that 75% of unpaid caregivers are women. Over 70% of those in the nursing homes are women. And the average caregiving time span is 5 years. So with those stats, ladies, we have to pay attention to long-term care and planning. We cannot ignore the fact that there are a lot of myths around retirement and long-term care. For an example, Medicare will cover it. That's not true. Medicare does not cover long-term care. So in this class, we're going to dive into long-term care, hybrid ways to cover long-term care. We're going to dispel some of those myths about Medicaid and what it covers and what it doesn't cover. So this is one you definitely want to register for early. So you can go to our website right now and register. Look for Summer Series, jpfinancialgroupllc.com, and register for the Summer Series. The July class literally will get filled up very quickly.
Okay, because in the past, so let me just tell folks and brag on you just a little bit. Women come back every year. They come back for the refresher course. And so you've helped hundreds of women, and they keep coming back because it's good to them.
Yep. Actually, that allows me to mention a major milestone that I'm super excited about. We just recently hit over 300 clients, ladies and gentlemen too, that we have successfully helped with their retirement planning. They have a written, comprehensive retirement plan that gives them clarity and confidence to know that they're going to stay retired. So that's a big number, and we're excited about it. Over 300 clients that we've helped with retirement.
And these are women who are maybe single, women who are maybe going to get married because, in our 50s, we get a little spark.
It's never too late.
It's never too late. Or the divorce.
Yep.
Things change overnight. That's why I'm glad you talked about the long-term care.
Yeah.
Because who's going to take care of you?
That's right. Because we do a fantastic job of taking care of everyone else. We take care of our children. We take care of our spouse. We take care of our aging parents. But it saddens me to see often when it's time for us to be cared for, there's no one there to do that. And that's why I personally get, pretty emotional and passionate about it, because it's an unfortunate situation, but it can be prevented if we just take a little time to plan.
Take a little time to plan, or just get our newborn to sign that contract so they'll take care of us forever.
That's right.
So definitely that's Wednesday the 9th. That's going to be Wednesday the 9th at noon. If you can't make it at noon on Wednesday, because we understand that you're working, you're making your retirement. We get that. But also Saturday, July the 12th, that's going to be at 10 a.m. So Saturday morning, Joyce definitely feeds us. And how much are we going to pay for these fabulous classes, summer class series?
They're absolutely free.
How much is the 20-minute strategy session?
Absolutely free.
You do this out of the kindness of your heart. You do it because you've seen things.
This is true. We found that offering what I call a 20-minute strategy call, it is free, or my compliance officer said to say it's complimentary. But it's also no judgment. It's an opportunity to get your questions answered. It's an opportunity to hear someone that can relate to your situation, give you real solid advice. And so those 20-minute strategy calls are invaluable, but they are complimentary. So you can schedule that by going directly to our website, to my calendar, and just clicking 20-minute strategy call.
And the voice and the demeanor that you feel and see right now, that's going to be the sweetness that you get. So we love that. So for our caregivers, you mentioned all of those stats. Wow, 70%. Wow, we're up there. That's why I don't understand why people don't take care of us. I mean, right?
I think sometimes it's not that they don't want to, they don't have the capacity to do it. Unlike, I think about my grandmother, my mother, who I was a caregiver for in both cases. That generation, you just understood you will take care of your parents. There was no if and a buts. It was kind of implied that you would do it. So when the time came, you just jumped in place and you took care of your parents. This generation's a little different. Sometimes I think it's the capacity. Their jobs may not allow them to take off and just take care of a parent. They may not have the financial resources to do that. So a lot of times it's not that they don't want to, they don't have the capacity, and nor do we want to be that burden. They have their own families, they have their own things going on. I know me personally, I don't want to be a burden to my daughter. I want to be self-sufficient when I get to that point. So I think it's just a different era of time now when it comes to long-term care.
Absolutely. And when folks say, well, Medicare will cover it.
No. Medicare does not cover long-term care. But you're going to come to the class and you're going to learn more. So I'm not going to dwell on it because I know everyone is already registering right now to attend the school's summer series. June class first, fix, fun, future-proof your retirement. Shortly after that, get your July seat reserved for why women can't afford to ignore long-term care. And then there's August.
Whew. That's when the pool starts closing. That's when we start buying school clothes. I remember just August just being school time. Get the the kids ready. But now, darling, we're going to get ourselves ready with our 401k.
Yes. August is going to be very, very exciting. So we have our guest instructor. He is my business partner and our registered investment advisor at JPF Wealth Management. He's also secretly an economist. Chaz Laney brings a wealth of knowledge to the classroom. I will warn you, this class, you have to do some homework before class. So you definitely want to go ahead and register now so you can find out exactly what you need to have for that class. Chaz does not play. When he comes in the classroom, he wants you to be ready. But we are going to dive into the 401k.
Because understanding your 401k like a boss, that's empowering. Just those words alone, because we think, oh, the 401k, it guides me. It tells me what. No, you tell your 401k what to do.
That's correct. So whether you are the type of person who never opens your 401k statement, because I know there's some like that, and I get it, you're fearful. You don't want to see the damage, so you don't open a 401k statement. So whether you don't open the 401k statement, or if you're the type of person who opens your 401k statement every day and look at the numbers, but you're still confused, then this class is definitely for you. We're going to dive into some things about your 401k investments, how to decode your investments. We're going to talk about hidden fees that may be in your 401k, because a lot of times people think the 401k doesn't come with any fees, but that's not true. And then we're going to help you create a strategy so that you can feel more confident with your 401k and your 401k elections. Now, I do have to share this note. One of my smart students, informed me, and I thought this was pretty good information. Did you know, or do you know, if your 401k still has a matching contribution? And I said, because this student shared with me that during COVID, her company suspended the 401k matching contributions, and they didn't bring them back until recently. So that posed a question: do you know if your 401k does a matching contribution?
That's a great question to ask, because maybe that was in a memo.
That's right. And you missed the memo.
We missed them during COVID.
You didn't get that memo? Your 401k is gone. No, your 401k is no longer being matched.
Because a lot of the salaries got cut. There was a lot of things happening. So I think that was our prerequisite, our pre-time to get it together. COVID said, get it together.
Right. So, yeah, I thought that was a very interesting note. So again, that 401k class, that 401k class will be critical. And you, again, can register early. So understanding your 401k like a boss, we have our special instructor, Chaz Laney, that will be instructing that class. We do have a pre-homework assignment. So when you register, you'll find out what your pre-homework assignment is. But bring your notebook, your planners, and be ready to learn and how to dissect your 401k.
Exactly. And then go to the website. You can learn more on the website. Listening to the podcast or watching them is great too. But go to the website. It's jpfinancialgroupllc.com, jpfinancialgroupllc.com. You can give them a call at 704-543-6269. And you've got to get that 20-minute complimentary strategy call with Joyce Palmer herself. Even just to have access to you, it's truly a gift. You're a gift to the community. I know it's not in the script. She's always giving back to community, and we thank you for that.
Thank you.
Right. So, Chaz, I swear, let's pinky promise. Pinky promise we will we will do our homework and we will register before August because that's coming up real soon. It's going to be Wednesday, August 13th at noon. Also on that Saturday at 10 a.m. That's going to be August the 16th. I can't wait. I cannot wait. The team's going to meet the team when you come. And I'm not saying it, but if you dress in pink, you will be
teacher's pet. So don't bring me a red apple. No, if you want to be the teacher's pet, which I was definitely a teacher's pet. I sat in the front of the class. Well, for a couple of reasons. I sat in front of the class, one, especially math class, which I hated. But I sat in front of the class because I wanted to learn. I was very interested in making sure I didn't miss anything. But if you want to be a teacher's pet at our summer school series, you don't have to bring me an apple. Just wear pink.
Just wear pink or just raise your pinky in the air, right? You're going to find out that there's so much that we don't know. And it's okay because Joyce meets you where you are.
Yep.
Yeah. This has been jam-packed. I like this. This is so cool. jpfinancialgroupllc.com. jpfinancialgroupllc.com. Go there. You can sign up for the summer series. You can do that. The summer school series. You can do that there. Do not be late for Chaz's event in August, okay? July is going to be jam-packed too. And June is here. June is here. Yep. Yeah. Pools are opening.
That's it. Pools are opening. School's in. We're getting ready. We are so excited about it.
Yay.
Oh, I almost forgot.
What's that?
Okay, so, we have to add a little sparkle to our summer series. So we have some rewards. If you bring a friend, you get a gift. So you invite a friend or bring a friend to the class. If you attend all 3 classes, June, July, and August, you become an honor student. And baby, yes, honor students get rewards. And then if you share, like, and subscribe to the summer series, there's a reward for that too.
Rewards. We're like a bank. Rewards. We're like a credit card. Rewards are everywhere. JP Financial Group, LLC is your friend. It is your ally. It is the only way to go. Thank you.
Thank you.